Walk down the scent aisle at any tackle shop, and you are hit with dozens of bottles, sprays, and gels. Every single one promising to catch you more fish. Garlic, anise, shrimp, and mysterious feeding pheromones developed by scientists. But almost nobody knows which of these actually have real science behind them, and which are pure marketing. So I ranked the 7 most popular fish attractants by the weight of the evidence. And here's the twist that sets the tone for this whole list. The single most powerful fish attractant on Earth, the one proven to draw the most strikes, is not even sold in a bottle. The industry cannot really package it and mark it up, so they would rather sell you the fancy stuff. By the end, you will know exactly what it is, and it costs almost nothing. So we are going from number 7, the one riding mostly on marketing, up to number 1, the proven king. Stick around, because the biggest surprise is a scent almost everyone believes attracts fish, when the science says it is doing something completely different. If you fish, subscribe, because we separate the science from the sales pitch every week. One quick thing before number 7. Knowing which scent works is powerful, but knowing the exact recipes that trigger a feeding response is the whole system inside the angler's vault. First link in the description, QR code in the corner of the whole video. Tap it or scan it whenever you want. Now let's get into it. First, a 30-second science lesson. Fish smell using organs called nares, and their sense of smell is unbelievable. Some species can detect a single scent at 1 part per billion. That is like smelling 1 drop of a substance in a full swimming pool. In murky water, at night, or down deep, a fish hunts far more by smell than by sight. Water temperature quietly changes the whole equation. In warm water, scent disperses faster and stronger, so a little goes a long way. In cold water, dispersal slows down, but this is exactly when fish rely on smell the most, because they are sluggish and will not chase. So in the cold, scent your bait heavily and fish it slow, right in their face. So a good attractant is not magic. It is simply a chemical signal that tells a fish, food is here, and convinces it to commit. The better that signal matches what a fish is truly wired to eat, the better it works. And that is exactly how we are going to rank these 7, by how well the science says each one actually sends that signal. And here is exactly how a predator uses that signal. It first notices your bait by sight, sound, or vibration, and moves in to investigate. But as it closes in, it expects a final confirmation, smell, coming from that bait. If the scent says food, it commits. If something smells wrong, it turns away at the last second. Scent is often the tiebreaker between a strike and a refusal. Number 7. Synthetic feeding pheromones. These are the products with the boldest marketing, the ones claiming a secret formula of feeding pheromones developed by a worldwide team of scientists. And here is the honest problem. The independent evidence that these synthetic pheromones actually work is thin. The researchers themselves often admit that water temperature affects fish behavior more than the scent does. This does not mean these products never catch fish. Many of them contain genuinely good ingredients like amino acids and oils, which we will get to. But you are paying a premium for the word pheromone on the label, and that word is doing more work on your wallet than in the water. The fancy science story is mostly a sales story. Number 6. Anise oil. This is one of the oldest scents in fishing, that black licorice smell your grandfather swore by. Anglers have used it for generations, and it does seem to help at times. But when scientists look closely, anise does not appear to be a true attractant that fish actively hunt toward. Its real job is something more subtle. Anise most likely works as a masking scent. It does not scream food to a fish so much as it hides the smells a fish hates, like human skin, sunscreen, and plastic. That is still useful, but it is a completely different mechanism than the bottle implies. You are not attracting the fish, you are just no longer repelling it. Keep that idea in mind, because it decides the next one too. Number 5. Garlic. And this is the big one, the scent almost every angler believes in, and the one that surprises people the most. Garlic is wildly popular. It is in countless baits and sprays, and fish really do seem to respond to it. But the science strongly suggests garlic is not the powerful attractant it is sold as. It is doing the same job as anise. Garlic appears to work mainly as a masking scent. Its powerful smell covers up the human and chemical odors on your bait that would otherwise put fish on alert. So garlic does help you catch more fish, but not for the reason on the label. It is not luring them in. It is hiding the one thing that was scaring them off, the scent of you. Powerful, but misunderstood. Quick thing before the top 4. The attractants the science actually backs. If this is already changing what is in your tackle bag, hit the like button so it reaches the next angler about to overpay for a bottle. And point your camera at the QR code or tap the first link below. The Angler's Vault is the recipes and the science that actually trigger a bite. One payment, yours for life. Number 4, salt. Now we cross into the attractants with real, positive science behind them, and salt is the humble champion. Salt is not just a masking scent. It is a genuine taste and scent cue that fish respond to. And studies show that when a fish bites a salt-loaded bait, it holds on noticeably longer instead of spitting it out. That extra second or two of holding on is exactly what you need to feel the bite and set the hook. It is why so many of the best soft plastics, like the Cinco, are loaded with salt from the factory. It is cheap, it is proven, and it genuinely helps. Salt is one of the few things in that whole aisle that quietly does what the flashy bottles only promise. Number 3, prey oils. This means fish oils and extracts like shad, crawfish, and shrimp, the real smells of the things predators eat. And the science here is solid. A study in the Journal of Fish Biology found that oily, prey-based scents increase catch rates across multiple species because they release a strong, natural smell that mimics actual food. This is where matching the scent to the fish matters. Largemouth respond to crawfish and shad oils. Catfish key on oily, protein-rich, meaty smells. When you put the actual scent of a fish's natural prey into the water, you are speaking its language, not just masking a bad smell. Prey oils do not hide the problem. They send a real dinner bell. Nowhere does this matter more than with catfish, the ultimate scent hunter. A catfish is basically a swimming tongue, covered in taste receptors, tracking blood, cheese, and rotting protein from a long way off. For a catfish, scent is not a bonus, it is the whole game, which is why the strongest, meatiest, oiliest baits win. Number 2, amino acids. This is the real scientific backbone of every attractant that actually works, and most anglers have never heard the term. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein, and to a fish, they are the unmistakable chemical signature of food. Fish are so tuned to them that they can detect certain amino acids at almost impossibly tiny concentrations. Research going back decades shows that specific amino acids trigger a genuine feeding response, and studies on largemouth found that fish held amino acid-scented baits in their mouths far longer than plain ones. This is the science that the good products are actually built on. When Berkeley Gulp works so well, it is because it is packed with amino acid feeding stimulants, not because of any magic. So if you are going to buy a scent in a bottle, this is the rule. Ignore the word pheromone, and look for a formula built on amino acids and real prey extracts. That is the combination the science supports. Everything else on that shelf is either riding on those same ingredients or riding on nothing but a good-looking label. And number 1, the most powerful fish attractant on the planet, the real chemical signature of injured, living prey. This is the extract of actual bait fish, and it is not close. In controlled tests, lures scented with real minnow extract drew 7 times more predator strikes than unscented ones. 7 times. Predators literally smelled blood in the water and could not resist.
Think about why that is.
Everything else on this list is trying to imitate one piece of the signal. Real prey extract is the whole thing, the exact blend of amino acids, oils, and blood compounds that a fish has evolved over millions of years to recognize as an easy meal. You are not faking the dinner bell. You are ringing the real one. And here is the punchline the tackle industry will never put on a billboard. The purest form of the #1 attractant on Earth is not a $12 bottle. It is real cut bait. A fresh chunk of shad, a crushed minnow, a piece of real crawfish. When you fish fresh, real bait, you are using the single most scientifically proven attractant there is, for pennies. That is why an old-timer soaking a fresh piece of cut shad will often outfish the guy who just sprayed his lure with a $20 bottle of feeding pheromones. The old-timer is using the real thing. The bottle is using a story. Science sides with the cut bait almost every single time. One honest caution, though. Scent is the tiebreaker, not the whole game. No amount of amino acids will save a bad presentation, the wrong spot, or a sloppy retrieve. Scent seals the deal after your lure has already done its job getting noticed. Treat it as the finishing touch on good fishing, not a magic potion that fishes for you. So let's put the whole ranking together. At the bottom, synthetic pheromones, riding on marketing. Then anise and garlic, which mainly mask your human scent rather than attract. Then the proven cues, salt, prey oils, and amino acids, the real science. And at the very top, the actual scent of real prey, which nothing in a bottle can truly beat. But knowing the ranking is only half of it. To get any scent to work, you have to use it right, and almost everyone gets this part wrong. So here are the science-backed rules that decide whether your scent does anything at all. First, reapply constantly. This is the biggest mistake anglers make. Scent washes off fast, especially on the cast and once the bait is wet. The science says most scents fade within about 15 to 30 minutes. So if you scent your bait once in the morning and fish it all day, you are fishing a plain bait by 9 a.m. Refresh it every few casts. It also helps to understand why scent fades so fast. Most attractants are oil-based, and oil and water do not mix, so the scent sheds off quickly. Water-based scents can literally be flung off on the cast. That is why gels, which are thicker and cling to the bait, tend to last longer than thin liquids. If you want staying power, reach for a gel. Second, keep the alarm scents off your bait entirely. A fish's nose is a two-way street. Just as it can smell food, it can smell danger, and human skin, sunscreen, insect spray, and gasoline all put fish on high alert. You can spray on the best amino acid scent in the world, but if your hands reek of sunscreen, you are sending mixed signals. Wash your hands and handle bait clean. There is real science to that danger signal too. Human skin gives off a compound that fish can detect and instinctively avoid. It is not in your head. That is why simply rinsing your hands in lake water, rubbing them with a little dirt, or handling a bit of the bait itself before you fish can measurably cut down on those repelling human odors. And do not overdo it, because more is not always better. Crushing or overhandling live bait fish near your hook can release their alarm substance, the chemical a scared fish gives off, which actually repels other fish from the area. Hook them gently, keep them lively, and let the natural, calm scent do the work instead of a panic signal. Third, lean on scent hardest when it matters most. Scent is a game changer in muddy or stained water, at night, in cold water, and for bottom feeders like catfish. All the times a fish cannot rely on its eyes. In clear water and bright light, sight takes over and scent matters a little less. Match your effort to the conditions, and you get the most out of it. And remember that scent works at a distance, not just on contact. A strong, oily scent creates a trail that drifts down current and pulls fish toward your bait from far away. This is why catfish anglers chum, and why fishing your scented bait up current of likely holding spots lets the smell do the searching for you. Let the water carry your dinner bell. So there it is, the 7 most popular attractants, ranked by what the science actually proves. Skip the pheromone hype. Understand that garlic and anise are hiding your scent rather than luring fish. And build on the real winners: salt, prey oils, amino acids, and above all, the real scent of natural prey. Do that, and you stop paying for stories and start paying for bites. The exact scent recipes that trigger a feeding response and how to make your own for pennies are inside the Angler's Vault. It is the first link below, the QR code is in the corner. Pay once, and it is yours to keep. Now tell me down in the comments, what is your confidence scent? And did you know garlic was masking your smell instead of attracting fish? I read every one. And if this changed how you think about scent, subscribe, because we cut through the marketing on your gear every week. Next up, if you want the cheap baits that already carry that #1 scent, watch this. The Walmart bait that outfishes everything.